Guys, it's the Resta in Singapore, and let me walk you through yesterday's game, which even the match, as Gukesh scored the first win against Dean Laurent in his career and the first win in the World Chess Championship match for himself. So in the first game, as we saw, Gukesh played e4, so apparently he probably didn't like what he did in the first game, so he decided to change things. He decided to go for d4, and so we expect nothing but a big fight, and we have queens gambit declined on the board, as Magnus discussed in the take program after show. Knight c3 is the move which could have been played, but black here most of the time. The position is very dry, and basically is so well known that there is nothing to be played. So that's why, Gukesh plays c takes d5, and Magnus discussed it as, let's say, not the best positional choice, but from opening preparation perspective, that's the best practical choice for white. Takes, knight c3, c6, queen c2, and we can get this cuddle spot structure. So g6. So the plan for black pieces is to play bishop g7, play bishop f5, and most of the time black don't really have problems here. H3. So H3 is a very interesting move. H3 basically says that, alright buddy, you'll move your bishop to f5, but at some point, I can go queen b3, right? And there will be g4, which happened later in the game. Because now, alright, bishop was on f5, but after queen b6, g4, we're gonna get into the following endgame. You know what? I'll probably show you. So there is an interesting line in the London system. So as you can see here, alright, double pawns. What happens in London system? d4, d5. Let me try to actually make it on the board. Let's just say this, queen b3 or something, and knight f6, and so there are a lot of lines. So the point is, there is some queen b6 takes and knight a3, and we're getting kind of the same position. Let's say takes. Yeah, I just forgot how it's played. Yeah, knight a3 and knight b5. So as you can see, kind of similar structure in what we get. What we've got in the following position after queen b3 takes, and bishop c2. So in the London position, obviously bishop c7, and then try to go this way, and now bishop f4, h5. So the point here is, let's say after bishop f4, bishop d3, you might say, oh, takes the pawn, but I mean, anyway, it's a weakness, right? So white would just play knight e2, and after bishop c2, there is rook c1, and then this bishop e4, there is f3, and now this bishop is in huge trouble. So, of course, after knight e2, bishop c4, and then take e4, and white have a huge initiative. Just to show you what might happen. Alright, bishop f4, h5, h1, takes, knight e7, and by the way, guys, now look at this bishop. I didn't show you this line for no reason, because this bishop on c2 doesn't feel very comfortable. The only square it has right now is e4. Now, of course, plays rook g8, good move, because now basically he wants to go g5 and let this bishop go back. But g5 played by Gukesh, knight h5, bishop h2, and at this point, it seems like, alright, I mean, you have the square, bishop is safe, everything is consolidated, computer says already black are in full control of the game. But what happened in next couple of moves is just unbelievable. Rook h8, f3, so now still Gukesh is saying, man, I'm gonna play e4 and I'll trap your bishop on c2. And knight g7, bishop g3, and now absolutely unbelievable mistake. So first of all, move like bishop f5, and I mean, yeah, Dean is down on time, Gukesh is almost an hour up, but bishop f5, and I mean, you barely have any problems. I mean, e4, you can play bishop e6. Yeah, you might not like that, let's say c takes d5, I don't think is playable. Alright, it's still playable, but, you know, you always might be kinda scared of this knight c7 fork and all that stuff. So, you know, the worst case scenario, you'll just basically get rid of this bishop, knight d5 takes, and then let's say there is a bishop e5, there are rook a5 stuff. So, but still, there is no significant advantage for white pieces, but rook h5 was played. Still not that bad, but after e4, it turns out that this bishop is a huge problem. So takes, knight s6, now threaten on g5, threaten on d4, c1, knight d4, taking the pawn, and now after bishop of 2, Gukesh not only attacks this knight, but if this knight goes back, rook takes c2, white are up the piece. So bishop to7 was played, knight e2, now removing this defender. And the point is, knight e2, bishop e2, attacking the rook, attacking the bishop. The game is over, but this rook will have to go somewhere because this bishop is not going anywhere. It's trapped on c2. This pawn is preventing black from going to f5. And look, so somewhere here where bishop could safely go to f5 and then to e6, just, you know, small retreat, rook h5, knight s6, alone with terrible time management. I mean, king can't find his chances, and the position is slowly falling apart. Takes, even though here there still could be chances, you know, 2 pawns for a piece, but I mean, that's not enough. Even though white are kind of still passive, still Gukesh managed to play this game brilliantly. Rook c1, rook d1, and this is the most interesting moment. So during the live stream I was like, alright, Dean has 150 to make next 8 moves, and what we saw in the match against Nepo, he lost on time. I don't remember exactly, but I think at least one time he lost on time. So it's just, you know, it's terrible time management. He could have held it for a while, but it's just sad to see him lose this way, like, you know. And rook h5 is, you know, it's a mistake, right? But you know, it's a stupid mistake. Like, you know, if, you know, small prophylaxis, go back with your bishop, go back to e6, make sure your pieces are safe, and you're down on time, make sure you're playing solid. Once again, it's very, I mean, yeah, I kinda support Gukesh in this match, but it's still very disappointing to see Dean losing that way, especially before the rest day, which might influence a lot. But you know what, guys? Like, yeah, people are saying, oh, we have to go to take the initiative now in this match. But what happened in the match at 2023 against Nepo? Dean was always chasing, like, he was losing all the time. He was losing. He was just taking the advantage back, and then at some point, I mean, on the tiebreak, he ended up winning. So in this match, I can see a scenario where, okay, he will try to chase, but he won't be able to because Gukesh will neutralize everything. So, because Gukesh is a younger opponent, he's more solid than Nepo. Because Nepo is, you know, he's very impulsive. Like, he did the mistakes Gukesh probably won't do in this match. But okay, you never know. It's World Chess Championship match, but it was second match for Nepo, and he just couldn't handle the nerves. Bishop h3, f5, and after rook h5. Unfortunately for Chinese fans, for Dean fans, the game was over. India was on fire. A lot of clips just because India was celebrating. And yeah, today they're the winners. It's 1.5 to 1.5 after 3 games. Starting tomorrow, you know, I'll probably record recap the same day. We'll see how it will go. We'll try to do it, try to accomplish that. And hopefully chess.com will, because I remember last time what they did. They created Nepo's bot, they created Rand's bot, and I was able to play both bots. So maybe beginning of December they'll release the bots. So let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next recap tomorrow. Tomorrow with round number 4, game number 4, Dean White, Gukesh Black. See you soon. Bye bye.